All right. Welcome to Controversy Podcast. It's your boy Chris Lizzle, West, and DB back in the building to discuss the topics that you too scared to talk about. What's going on, fellas? How was the week for y'all?
It's been a pretty good week, man. Cowboys lost. I'm great.
Right. That's always a good feeling.
Man,
Always.
Man, don't get me started on that, man.
Yeah, Dennis, how you feeling, man?
Man, I feel good, man. Everything was on the wall written. We told them. We told all the fans. They ain't want to believe us. It's what it is.
Yeah,
some of them ducking us right now. Some of them. It's all right.
Just real quick, I did think them that defense, they did play their part though. They wasn't no way they was about to beat the 49ers, man.
All I know is
no.
Look, I ain't getting to it.
I'm just saying Brock better than Dak. That's all I'm saying.
Glock Purdy. Yeah, Dak was fucking up, bro. He not ready for
Call that man Glock Purdy.
Glock Purdy.
Glock Purdy.
All right, bro. All right, so for the first topic today, we got an interesting one.
Yeah.
It is, why are black men dating outside of their race? Boom. Heavy hitter to start it off, man. Wes, how you feel about starting this off, bro? Why don't you get into it?
I about to say, I think it'd probably be better if you started off, because since you are like a perfect example of what's going on.
Of dating outside their race?
Right.
All right, man. I keep it the positivity going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that, bro. Why are black men dating outside of their race? All right. So first off, I don't really like the question, because what is there to question? Like, it implies that there's a problem with it, which I don't like. You know what I mean? If you don't know me, my philosophy has always been to look at people as just people. I think the concept of race is like ignorant. And I think it was like created, you know, just to keep people at war for dumb shit, you know? So that being said, dating outside of your race is literally, if you just see someone that you love them. Why does it matter if I'm black and she's white or orange or pink or blue, purple, whatever that is? Why should that even be a factor? So when it comes down to me, it's not that I don't like sisters, because I do. You know what I mean? I definitely do. Like, my favorite celebrity right now is SZA, bro. And you know what I'm saying? That's all black. So, but I mean, yeah, man, to me, it shouldn't be about race at all, man. When you see somebody that you like, just like them. I don't really feed into all the narrative of we need to date our own and we need to do that. If you like someone, like them, man. Don't be thinking about all that shit. But I mean, that's how I feel, man. What y'all think?
Go ahead, Dennis.
Well, I think two things. I agree with you. Yeah, you know, love for you, love. I'm all for that. But my mic's I keep looking that way. I think the main thing about it is black men are avoiding their race of women to a certain extent. And it's based on certain things that may or may not be true about black women, you know?
Okay.
And I think because of that is why men are avoiding dating black women, you know? So, I mean, we'll have to go into the...
Nah, let's get into it, man. I think I like where you're going with this, because I think a lot of black women are out there right now, might be listening right now, thinking that, you know, they taken for granted, you know. Yeah, I mean,
you're right. You're right. It's because they offer a lot to the world, you know. And I think that
one thing I do want to say that I'm thinking about it, man, is I don't want to put her business out there, but you know, my little sister, she's dark chocolate skin, you know. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put your name on the podcast, but shout out to you, sis.
Yeah.
And she's told me before that how hard it is being dark skinned in this world, and like how the attention is different, and like it's things that I wouldn't even understand. And I remember we had a real deep conversation about it. She really broke it down to me, because I was ignorant to it. I really thought that, like, nah, yo, if you are just good personality, beautiful, you know, you keep it cool, like people are gonna gravitate towards you, which I still think is true. But how she broke it down was like how much attention her friends might get, or something like that. First attention she might get
initial attention, like.
Yeah,
it's
first glance.
Men and women, like people, men and women alike, tend to date the lighter skin. Like chocolate people have just started to get in style within recent years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Growing up, I had to grow into my looks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you think that transfers into the black woman?
Because okay, back to the black. That was in reference to what she was saying about your sister and her being
Right. No, I totally get it. Yep.
all right. But so in reference to the question, like I think men. First of all, let me preface my statement because I'm about to get a lot of flack for this. I already
Yeah.
have women coming into my DMs right now saying I hate women. I don't hate women. I think the black woman is beautiful. If I was to get married or if I was to take anybody serious, I would probably want it to be a black woman. I love
Right.
the black woman. You know what I mean? But in the same breath, I think a lot of men are tired of dealing with the common term strong black woman.
Damn it. Here it go, bro. This is it. We over. This is it. This is it. This
Man,
is it.
I missed it by 9 minutes.
Yeah, we 6 minutes in. It is over, dog.
Hear me out. What I'm saying, what
I
I'm
can
saying
hear him
is
now.
that the real definition of what a black woman is supposed to be is kind of like loose now. You know what I mean? I think people are taking negative traits and making it like into them just being a strong black woman. Like a lot of women, a lot of black women are super independent these days. Like, you know, the whole I don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you. I can do this, that on my own. Like, it's hard for you to even be a man type of thing like that. And they use that as strong black woman. That's not, in my opinion, what a strong black woman is. You know what I mean? I think y'all taking y'all flaws and like some of the negative things about you and just using that term as an excuse. You know what I mean? Like, don't no man want to sit here and like, we like a strong woman. We don't like a woman that's just going to roll over all the time. But in the same breath, man, don't no man want to sit here and fight with you all day. Like,
But see, what I don't like, man, is that it seemed that's not a black woman thing, though. You know what I mean? Women are women. You know, like
yeah, but it's different cultures. Like, it's strong in our culture. I'm not saying this is just black women, but I'm saying it's a lot of black women. I've dated mostly black women in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like I know, but then on the flip side, you might go date an Asian that's like really Asian, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
they tend to be more submissive.
Right, like they're super submissive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're straight submissive to their man. It's like it's not even a question. This is how they were raised. A lot of black women wasn't raised like that. I'm not saying all, but a lot of them wasn't, and it's starting to be like the more common thing than that.
To not be submissive.
Yes.
Right. Well, see, that's a preference thing now because there's pros and cons to it. When you have a submissive woman, now you get to lead your family, but like it's all on you versus like when you have a woman that's independent and she can take care of her own. There's times where you don't have to handle the whole weight. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff that she can step up,
but
she don't have a problem stepping up and doing.
You can be independent. I don't want you to not be independent. I prefer you to be independent. I don't want you to need me. I want you to want me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to necessarily rely on me in a certain sense of the word. Like, I want you to be able to stand on your own too if I wasn't around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then we just come together, and that's just that. You know what I mean?
I think it's tough, like, man. That's like the perfect world. Man.
The issue is, you said it's a perfect world?
Yeah, because like if you got a woman, I just feel like if you have a submissive woman, more times than not, she's not going to really be that independent on her own, right? Like she's being submissive to you. She expects you to get that done versus if you have an independent woman, she going to challenge you sometimes because she has that in her nature.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't mind being challenged sometimes. That's what comes with an actual strong black woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to just roll over. But in the same breath, I don't want to fight you on everything.
Yeah.
Like, everything should not be a debate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stop. Like, I don't want you trying to control me or necessarily control this relationship. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to sit back and let me be a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you trust me, if you trust my guidance or whatever the case may be, then let me lead. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it, man. I just, I don't think that's dependent on just being a black woman because there's plenty of black women. I think if we really breaking it down, I think Southern women are more submissive, right? Because I feel like culturally down South, they're raised to be, in what you've kind of defined as submissive, right? Like they'll kind of take care of the home and all that family stuff.
quick point. I think
Yeah.
it's a combo of what you said. Like, well, the whole Southern woman thing. Honestly, I think that's kind of getting washed out with the advancements of social media, and
Yeah.
the more we blend it,
Social media is the cause.
even them women are becoming more or less submissive. I think
Right.
it's I think. But to your point, I think it's not necessarily only a black woman thing. I think it's more of a modern woman thing to be.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that should play into why black women feel like, well, I guess that's not really the question. The question is, why are men dating outside the race? I don't think that.
And that's
goes
why.
with
And that's why I think a lot of black men are dating outside their race. I mean, I have talked to some men about this. Chris, you're a little of a different mindset, but I have talked to a lot of different men that date outside their race and stuff like that, and a lot of them tend to say like the same reasons that I stated. What
Is
I mean?
that black women are what? If you had to sum it up, what's the reason that they say?
Too difficult.
Oh shit.
Another 6 minutes. And boom.
We might have to scrap this whole subject.
Look, man, look. We can get into it, man. We could really get into it because here's my thoughts on it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, first of all, we obviously generalizing women. So if you listen to this, I know what we doing here, and this doesn't mean this applies to you, right? So don't be offended.
Let's preface that even more.
Yeah.
Nothing we say is ever 100%.
Right.
We're gonna get that out there to y'all right now. Everything that we talk about, especially me, because I don't want to necessarily speak for them too much, but especially me, everything I say is towards what I feel is the majority.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never 100%. Nothing is ever 100% of everybody. It's always people that's a little different or differences. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And for the record, for a majority, all you need is 51%. So even if you feel like it's half, no, we feel like it's 1% more than half. For the record,
DB coming through with the numbers.
We gotta have.
All right,
they matter.
But for real though, man, what I was about to say is that, like, just as a woman, I think as you go throughout life, you get a little older, you get a little growner, and you are single, you start raising up defenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you start raising your guard up on certain things because
which is natural.
This has happened to you.
Which is
natural, 100% natural, right? It happens. Exactly. So if what we're saying is that there's more single black women than there are any other race, right? That's kind of like what's implied here. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it to be expected that these black women would have their guard up more than other races because of how they've been treated by society in a sense? You know what I mean? Like, is it fair to say that they could be submissive, but they just got their guard up kind of thing, right? And
it's kind of always could be, but never is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I have this conversation with women all the time. Like, they always say they want to be submissive or they can be submissive, but you're never submissive. If you don't think the men that you're dating are worth being submissive to, then why are you dating?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man being like, oh, I can be a provider, or I can be masculine.
Right. You can do a lot of things. What are you doing? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I feel like there's women. I think there's black women that they get wifed up early and they are wives for however long, maybe the whole time. Who knows? And it's fine. I think they do duty as a wife in the best way possible, right? I don't think this applies to them. I think most of the time the women that fall under this bracket we putting them under are the ones that have been single in their 30s, mid 30s. You know what I mean? Those defenses start to come up, and they start to challenge a little bit more because they don't believe in the man. They don't believe in men at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably lose their faith in men to a certain extent.
Then you have social media. Then you have social media and stuff like that. Not to get too far off subject, I'm just trying to say this right quick. Get back.
Yeah.
Like, you have social media because social media let women see that there's so many different types of men that like you. Like, they have so much more options. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so they're not dealing with you. They're not dealing with your shit. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you make a mistake, you out. Like next man.
Vice versa, though. That's the society we live in. If we're being honest, that's not just women. That's the men. You can't even make a mistake nowadays, man or female, because your significant other gonna start checking for somebody else, man. It's a bad combination of things that we have available to us right now.
It could be true. I think men walk on more eggshells than women when it comes to that.
When it comes to what exactly?
Like trying not to be cut off. You know what I mean? I think men tend to walk more on eggshells than women do. I think women are
because women have more options initially.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we're usually the pursuers. We're not too often the ones being pursued. And then if we are being pursued, a lot of times we don't even like what's pursuing us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because man, bro, I don't like when women pursue me, man. I don't find it attractive, yo. Like
I found it attractive. It's just I want it to be a woman that I actually want to pursue me. You know what I mean?
But if she like that, I feel like they don't. I don't know, bro.
I had a situation when I was younger. I was out on a quick side story. I was out on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might bust out laughing once I say this, but we were sitting there. We were getting right now. we were getting intercontinental. We was getting intercontinental breakfast. This, like, no offense, like I date big women. You know what I'm saying? Like, not real fat women, but like what I consider thick, some people might consider fat. You know what I mean? So this is no way, no diss the thick or fat women or this, that, and the third. But this woman was a little nasty. You know what I mean? Like, she was a little nasty. I'm talking about, you know, the black neck, you know, she big but no titties, no ass type of thing like that.
Wait,
like,
the one you was eating breakfast with?
Body. Just bad body. Just a real, like, Lizzo type jump. We about to get it.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, Larry. We about to get you don't got to talk about her. Leave her alone.
It's over. I'm gone.
Yo.
We gonna have to. I'm gonna use a stamp. I'm gonna use this board.
Hey, another 6 minutes, 18 minutes. Look at this. Every 6 minutes,
man. Every 6 minutes we get canceled. Look, this board, I'm gonna use it every time we find a topic we're not supposed to discuss. It's gonna go there. Lizzo was on that shit.
Be said. Yeah, somebody had to say it.
Nigga, no, not me.
But anyway, though, back to my story. So she had the nerve. You know, it's me, it's DB. It's our boy Steph, you know what I'm saying? We all right here. She has the audacity to come and try to talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting here like I was so offended. I really went and worked on myself after this. I'm like, what in the world make you think that you could approach me like this? Like, what do you think? Like, why did you pick me?
Man,
why did you pick? I really was questioning that. You can ask DB, man. We went away. Why would she think she can come to me? Like, why?
Hey, Chris,
why can't you just be her type, man?
Hey, Chris, tell me, real quick. Me, I did not peep what was going on. I swear I did when this happened. I didn't know. We got out of breakfast. I was on my way. Tell you why Steph. Yeah, he stepped over there making a waffle. he gonna bum me talking about, hey. He gonna lay there talking about. She tried to push up on our man over there.
I swear to God, I'm so mad about that.
Then I look over, I just see him. I see Larry talking. If I could tell you getting mad, you like shaking the plate a little bit. Like, yeah, he really trying to get away from it.
I had a girl in high school ask me the problem. One of her legs was shorter than the other. I'm like, why are you asking? I'm like, why are you asking me?
You can't do that.
Like, why are you asking
me?
You can't do that. Like, what make me like?
You gotta stop.
I gotta step my game up.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. I swear we gotta stop.
That's only the first topic too, bro. Like, goddamn, we done been canceled 3 times on topic 1.
All right, we 20 minutes. Hey, man, we gotta stop.
Yeah, bro, for real, man. Yeah, bro. I think it's right. I think that about sums it up, man. But all right, let me ask y'all this. Just in closing, we really need to see where y'all stand.
Yeah.
Do you believe that men should date outside their race? Yes or no, Wes?
I don't think it's as simple as a yes or no question. I think you should date who you
want.
I think you should date who you want to date. What you said earlier about, like, if you like somebody, you like somebody, I agree with that.
Okay.
Like, if that's who you like, that's who you like.
Okay. All right. Dennis, how you feel?
Yeah, man. Love who you love, man. Free world, free country for sure. Free while it is right now, you know.
Yes.
Free.
Do it. Love
All
you,
right,
love.
bro. So
This
yeah,
country
summer
not
story.
free.
Love always wins. You want to say something? So, nah.
I'm sure.
I got a joke, but I can't even say it. I'll wait till
All right, y'all. All right,
Jews
y'all.
run the world, man. All right, cut it off. Cut it off.